What's up, guys? In the last few weeks, we've seen tensions rise in Minnesota between people and Immigration, Customs, and Enforcement, or ICE. We've seen agents stop individuals and ask them to ID themselves and also ask if they are citizens. Can that happen? And more importantly, do you have to respond? Well, let's break that down. ICE is a federal law enforcement agency. And just like any law enforcement agency, you have rights that protect you against the actions of the law enforcement agencies. In most jurisdictions, you don't have to identify yourself to law enforcement agencies unless you have been accused or there's some kind of reasonable suspicion that you have committed some kind of criminal activity. For example, in Texas, officers can only stop you if they have reasonable suspicion that you committed some kind of criminal activity. Without that, they can't stop you and ask you. Officers can only stop you if they see that you are committing some kind of criminal activity or if they have the belief that you are committing this criminal activity. Well, what about your citizenship status? Do I have to say, yes, I'm a U.S. citizen or no, I'm not a U.S. citizen? No, you don't. That does not fall under the identifying yourself or providing an ID. In fact, most attorneys would probably recommend that you not answer that question and immediately ask for an attorney. Remember, you have the right to remain silent. ACLU Minnesota provided these rights on their website, so feel free to check them out. You have the right to remain silent. If you wish to exercise that right, say it out loud. You have the right to refuse to consent to a search for yourself, your car, or your home, regardless of your citizenship status. You have constitutional rights. You have the right to a lawyer if you are arrested, and you have the right to record the police actions as long as you do not interfere with their activities and are not breaking any other law. You have rights, but we know those rights are being violated. One, if you are ever detained or arrested, always ask for an attorney. Yes, you would have to ID yourself the moment you are detained or when you are being accused of a criminal activity and then they detain you. Yes, you would have to ID yourself, but you don't have to do any more talking after that. And we would recommend that you don't talk. Ask for an attorney. If you feel that a law enforcement agency is violating your rights, immediately file a complaint with that agency. Let's say the federal law enforcement agencies are in your town and you believe they're violating somebody's rights or they're violating your rights. Immediately call your local law enforcement and file a complaint or make a report through them. Always ask for an attorney. Don't feel pressured. Don't feel intimidated. You have those rights.